Yeah, this movie, I'm still processing it. I'm still processing your name. It's not necessarily that complicated, but the emotions are pretty high. And I guess, yeah, no, there's a decent amount to kind of get into. But it did have a very large effect on me. Very, very interesting in contrast with like Kaguya. I don't know. I want to make an analog horror series. Oh, cool. And I'm scared of clowns. So I'm toying around with that idea. That's very brave of you, because I don't think that I could do that. I don't think that I could do that. Where, you know, like, I don't think that I could make something about spiders at any point in time, right? I just don't think that I could commit myself to spending hours of time looking at a spider. That just does not seem reasonable or possible for me. That's pretty cool though. Yeah, what do you have any inspirations for, like, do you look at inspirations for scary clowns? What do you look at to get an idea of what you want there? That's pretty cool. Like YouTube? Like an analog horror series on YouTube or something? That's cool. Great music too. Yeah, I'm surprised at how much this one affected me. I'm also, yeah. I'm surprised at how much this one got to me, to be honest. I was expecting it to be pretty good, but this movie takes its concept in pretty much every interesting direction it possibly can. I recently watched a tier list of analog horrors, and it got me real inspired. That's great. That's awesome. I haven't, yeah, I tried watching those that you said previously. It's interesting to see it like analog. It's interesting to see analog be such a consistent, scary thing for people. Or just like a scary texture is analog video, and that kind of stuff. I don't know if it's just like the texture. Analog. Good morning. Is that a type of fish? Analog. Is that like a Pokemon? Analog. Analog. Good morning, Switterall. How are you doing today? Sure. Nah, that just comes with it. It kind of sounds like some kind of like an elephant, something with tusks. I feel like an analog would be some kind of creature that would have tusks on it or something. Sure. Do you watch anime, Switterall? Yeah, you do, because you recommended a few anime before. The VHS filter hides a lot of stuff. Yeah, I think that's why I like. Yeah, I agree. I think that the quality. I think I've talked about it a little bit before with David Lynch and Inland Empire, because it's basically analog horror as well, right? He shot it on like a DV camera, and the digital, like the video has a very, very specific texture to it when it starts to get dark or the lighting is strange, right? This movie was really good. But you know, like even just all of this grain in the background kind of messes with the feel of it. You can't spell analog without anal. You can't spell analog without anal. Thank you for that. Yeah, it's almost like the darkness gets creepier, and things also feel more immediate, I guess, at least with this DV camera. You are very welcome. Let's see here. Good morning, though. Good morning. What do we got? What do we got here today, though? Oh God, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about this. This is so sad. This is really bad. Let's see. To be honest, there's probably always going to be a site that works, you know? This is only, you know, half true here. But global industry group ACE announces shutdown of Fmovies, deems world's largest piracy ring. If you're not familiar with Fmovies, well, It's pretty good. F movies is very useful. Boo. Yes, boo. Deemed world's largest piracy ring, but they recently shut it down. It's basically just like a website that you go to, and it's streaming almost everything. Almost everything. Even somewhat recent movies. Even somewhat recent movies. It has those as well. I don't know if it has something like Wolverine or anything like that, like the new Wolverine Deadpool movie, but it usually takes some time. As long as they don't get takedown, takedown YTS.mix. As long as they don't take down YTS.mix. Wait, YTS.mix? What's is that like a different website or something? I'm not sure what this is. Or is this a different URL for I'm not gonna look this up. I'm not looking that up. But yeah, F Movies, a Hanoi-based streaming operation, has been shut down, with an industry group calling the site the source of the world's largest pirate. Oh, gotcha. Largest piracy ring. I got in my first week of college. I lost my internet access before the first week of college was even over. Before the first week of college was even over, I got an email saying that they had identified problematic activity on my account, and they shut it down. I accidentally, not accidentally, it wasn't accidental, but I was torrenting every single Beatles album, and I accidentally left it running, so it started seeding. Right? If you're not familiar, it's just I'm like I'm not going into it, but it was seeding, and it just kept doing that, and they caught that pretty quick. I had to attend a whole seminar and a class and like take a test on why what I did was wrong, and I never ever did it again. Got to use VPN. Yeah, I was young and foolish. I haven't learned. A global anti-piracy coalition said the Hanoi police shut down streaming operation as well as associated sites. The authorities acted in partnership with ACE. What is ACE? Does anyone know what ACE is? What is ACE? This is not surprising though, but it is depressing. Okay. Great. American Council of Education. American Cinema Editors. That might be, maybe that's what they're going for. I'm a nice guy till I steal your fucking Wi-Fi and torrent every single song in my library. ACE, a compressed elephant. Is that another word for analog? What am I thinking of? Why am I thinking that this is a creature with tusks? Is this like some kind of is this like a Star Wars creature? I can't believe nothing came up when I searched analog. I feel like I've heard this before. That can't be right. That's not right. I used to crack neighbors' Wi-Fi What? How did you do that? Did they just use password every time? What do you mean? And steal Wi-Fi? In Orlando? Oh! Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe you were able to get that. But yeah, holy shit. That's kind of funny. Are we sure we don't want to watch this trailer? I kind of want. Brain did braining. My brain no do braining goods. No braining and think good. Which includes studios and other content companies to wage legal efforts against infringing sites. This is, it's going to be such a sad day. It's going to be such a depressing day when changes need to be made. Linux build mode for what? Linux build made for doing that? No way. I don't know anything about hacking or like doing anything like that. I feel like it always sounds, at least in, the 80s movies when they had like all of the lights and the flashing and you're like doing the cyberspace thing, that's kind of still how I think about it. I don't think that's right. Probably not work nowadays. Gotcha. Yeah, things keep changing. Hacking into your mainframe right now. I should probably use I should probably use a VPN. I do use pretty complex passwords though. Just brute forcing with big text lists of passwords. Wow. That's brute forcing it is not the answer that I thought you were going to say. I mean, I guess that's what you're supposed to do. Like we have to take security tests or classes for work. And I think even just adding like one number or something to a password makes the amount of time it takes for someone to hack it exponentially larger. It's pretty interesting. According to ACE, Fmovies and associated sites generated, I mean, again, that could be changing, like, computers could be figuring that out faster now, though. Generated more than 6.7 billion visits. Wow. Holy shit. According to ACE, Fmovies and associated associated sites generated more than 6.7 billion visits in 6 months. No, sorry, I'm stupid. That's a year and a half. God damn it. These are different numbers. Year and a half. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, holy shit. Holy shit. Gonna make a quantum computer to hack Wi-Fi passwords. Isn't this like a thing now? Have y'all seen this? Have y'all seen like what a quantum computer is? It looks insane. It looks like the future. Oh yeah, it's almost a thing. No, like they are. I'm pretty sure like they are a thing. It's mostly just how do we produce them on a level that's reasonable. Quantum computers could overtake classical ones within 2 years. Not ready yet. Interesting. Yeah, I thought okay, but they're at least they're. I guess they're close though. They did like is. How much more sci-fi do we want to get here? This thing is insane. It's honestly it looks remarkable. It looks so cool. But can you imagine like in the future maybe these are like chandeliers instead, and it just powers everything in your house? Like it powers the robot. The system differs from a traditional 1 and 0 based data system. Yeah, I have no idea how it works. I have no idea how it works. A quantum computer is a machine. I know that it's a little different though. It's like 1 and 0 at the same time. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I totally understand what you're talking about. A quantum computer is a machine that uses. I look at pictures all day. I know how to overlay pictures. That's kind of what I'm thinking about right now. Superconductors and shit. Is a machine that uses quantum mechanical. Do we care about? Do we want? Should I be reading this? Quantum mechanical phenomena, like superposition, entanglement, and quantum interference, to perform calculations. Yep, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, no questions here. This allows quantum computers to solve certain types of problems much faster than traditional computers, which use binary logic 1-0. Yeah, for example, problems that might take thousands of years for a classical computer to solve could take minutes for a quantum computer. That's insane. That's insane. Quantum computers could have many applications, including machine learning, optimization. We don't need to do this. But either way, it's really, really, really wild to think that this might be... that this thing even just exists at all right now. I like... Quantum is always... Quantum is a superhero word, right? It's not a real word. People don't actually say quantum and then mean it for real. Yeah, that's crazy. The site featured recently released movies and TV shows with easy streaming links, and tagline. This could possibly run Wukong at somewhat good graphics. What? First bit of criticism I've heard. Yeah, is it hard to run? Is there like a lot of frame rate issues or glitches or anything like that? What kind of problems are you running into? Okay. I've heard it looks beautiful. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a couple of like Twitter threads of people posting screenshots from it and arguing about whose video game looks nicer, all kinds of dumb shit. According to ACE, oh god, where was I? Just a better place for watching online movies for free. Ran it at high graphics and good DLSS levels. Ran pretty well, as long as it runs. Yeah, the website Torrent Freak had reported on Fmovies stoppage earlier this summer, noting that it had halted the release of new content and was unreachable. Movies launched in 2016. Fmovies launched in 2016, but has taken until now to sideline the service because of the increasingly complex nature of investigations. Yeah, I wonder how tricky it is. Like if they're in a very, I don't know much about it. If they're in like a specific country, it makes it more difficult for like the U.S. or anywhere in Europe to get to them, giving the means and methods available to targets to mark their identities and detect evasion. According to MPA official, no charges have been filed yet, but this is the first case of this scale to be prosecuted under the Vietnamese penal code. Penal code. The official said, when you play it, you need to do something I didn't do enough, and that's just stopping and looking at your surroundings. It's so beautiful. I will try. I'm not very good at that. I'm not very good at that though. 20 gigabyte text files. Wait, what? Fmovies had dozens and dozens of domains, and so that was really challenging. The team completely uprooted a global piracy ring versus removing a branch here and there. You talk about piracy sometimes being whack-a-mole. Well, we took down the whole game here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, who's gonna tell them? You know what I mean? Who's gonna tell them? Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna tell them. Yeah, well, we took down the whole game here. After its launch, a Philippine media conglomerate, ABS-CBN, sued Fmovies in federal court. A federal judge in 2017 issued a 208, that's it? Default judgment against a set of John Doe defendants. Karen Temple, the executive vice president and global general counsel for the MPA, went through a demonstration of the movie sites and testimony. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny watching like governments and people who just generally don't know anything about this stuff figure it out. This isn't the new thing. It's been like a thing since the internet started, and they're just now kind of figuring it out, and they still really haven't. Nothing, and I mean nothing. I finished Wukong. Oh, cool. Yeah, how was it? Nothing, and I mean nothing can prepare you for the final fights. But I've beaten Radon. I've beaten Millennia. I've beaten Liza P. What more could there be? You know what I mean? How much more? How much more could it really be? Unless it just looks cool, if that's what you mean. Karen Temple, the executive vice president and global general counsel for the MPA, went through a demonstration. Give me a movie, any movie. I'll look it up right now. The U.S. Trade Representative had listed the site on its annual Notorious Markets list from 2017 to 2023. Rivkin noted that before the Fmovies shutdown, the top 5 English language privacy sites were all in Vietnam. It's a real pivotal moment for us. Here's the thing, though. I wonder how much money this actually cost them. I wonder how much money that this actually cost them. Right. I'd be curious about that, because I honestly wouldn't really trust anything that they say. Sure, people watch this amount of hours and content on the sites that wasn't watched on whatever streaming service they want you to watch it on, but I also don't think that people who are using these sites are necessarily just going to suddenly start paying for your service. I'm certainly not going to, right? Like this site not being active just means that I watch YouTube or Twitch. It doesn't mean that I suddenly start paying for Netflix. Last year, Vietnam's Ministry of Information and Communications formed a unit to crack down on piracy sites. Other agencies involved in the shutdown include the Department of Homeland Security and the Justice Department. Vietnam, yeah. These prosecutions demonstrate Vietnam's commitment to intellectual property rights enforcement, contributing to an economic system where creators and investors can thrive. Yeah, I doubt it's really affecting them. to be honest. We'll see. Nothing, and I mean, nothing will, oh, god damn it. God damn it. We'll see. We'll see. I pray for your stupid site and watch what I want. Yeah. Popped into Facehair stream yesterday, and let me just say this. Yeah, I was hanging out there for a little bit too. I love Baldur's Gate 3. His mustache is fat. It is a beautiful beautiful mustache. Facehair, the name is very, very, very apt. Yeah, it's very, very, very chill over there. I'm usually at least always lurking there. I pay for your stupid site. Good morning, Toombago. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You could be face stubble. What? What? What do you mean stubble? What are you talking about? What do you mean? What do you mean stubble? I wish I could show a picture of my brother right now. I wish I could show a picture of my brother, and maybe like he's just got little strings. Face. What do you mean? Not me over here. Oh, welcome, Facehair. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome. Oh no, not that one. Never mind. Face muff. It's fully there, right? It's fully there. I have. Rivkins also said that there are signs that the scale of privacy has been reduced in North America. How are you doing though? Are you watching anything, Facehair? Watching anything cool? Have you seen your name before? Rivkin. Oh, we're also looking at Doombago as well. Fabulous mustache has appeared. Global industry group ACE announces shutdown of Fmovies, deems world largest piracy site. I'd say you have at least 4,000 hairs. What's like? That doesn't. When you're holding a cup of sand, and you say that I have 4,000 grains of sand, and it's just like a handful. That's not very compelling. That's not very compelling. I feel like 4,000 is an undershoot, and losing more every no, not in the. I mean, on the top of my head, yeah, on the top of my head, every single time I play games like Liza P, I'm slowly going bald. But I'm still always gonna have facial. But yeah, this is crazy. I really don't know how much money they're losing from this. I pay for your stupid site and watch what I want. Yeah, I really don't know how much money they're losing from this site. Rifkin also said that there are signs that the scale of privacy has been reduced. There were 1,444 piracy services operating compared to 220 this year. Holy shit, actually. That's kind of crazy. I don't know, beard balding sounds like a... No, it's not. It's not. It's literally... Oh, shit. A number of different conditions can cause bald patches in the beard. These include, I don't have this yet. Yeah, we're just not good. In most cases, beard hair loss is not permanent. Most people with alopecia will make a full recovery, though the hair loss may come back with time. See? No, that's Mumble's normal face hair. I just thought Mumble was beard. I need to get a picture of my brother so that you guys have it's not. My dream, and I'm not cool enough for this. I'm not cool enough. I originally tried going because I just thought that this guy was the coolest looking guy in the world. I love he's just, the maybe one day we'll just do a mustache. I had just a mustache for a while, trying to see if I could pull this off. And here we are now, not doing that. I already tried. I already tried doing that. And it didn't really work out. Maybe he glued it on. No, my uncle, when I went to a wedding, when I went to the wedding this past summer, my uncle came up to me and he just straight up just like starts tugging on my face hair. I need to watch Stalker. It's on my list. Yeah, this guy is probably my favorite director of all time. I always say that. I always say shit like that, but it's either between Tarkovsky, Miyazaki, and David Lynch. Um, he wrote this fabulous memoir and reflection on his career as well, sculpture, and Andrei Tarkovsky, Sculpting in Time. There's a lot. It's basically like reading a textbook. He's an academic pretty much, so keep that in mind if you do try and check him out. Like, these movies are basically textbooks. It's just a fucking textbook. It's a goddamn textbook of reading, but it's all fascinating. It's all fascinating. He's extreme. This guy, I know we talked about this guy. If we're gonna call anybody a genius, it's probably this guy. There's a lot of quietly walking. There's a lot of quiet. No, well, yeah. It's very. They're very, very, very thoughtful movies. I need to watch Stalker. I've seen them all. I've seen all of his movies. And they are all very, very different and difficult in their own ways. Now, my favorite is going to be The Mirror, which I've talked about before. This is going to be in our... I almost don't even want to show anything from this. Oh my god, my heart hurts. It literally aches when I see this image. But yeah, this is like a non-linear movie where we're getting an impression of someone's life and all of the things that kind of make it up. So it delves into Russian history, and all of these strange memories and stuff. Bounces around a lot. It's beautiful though. It's kind of shocking this movie even exists, to be honest. And it's a very like spiritual movie, I suppose. They all are, but they get increasingly more difficult. I'm so adverse to heavy movies. This probably isn't a heavy movie in that sense. I think that you could handle it, but you should definitely avoid Nostalgia and The Sacrifice, which are two movies he made towards the end of his career when he had to leave Russia. Yeah, he had to leave Russia, and I believe he was in Poland or something like that. So he made these abroad, and it's him reflecting. They're not happy movies. Like Nostalgia might be the single most depressing movie I have ever seen in my entire life. In my, like, straight, like, it is a brutal watch, and it was one of those movies where I get at the end of it, and I literally, I maybe I'm being dramatic here, but it's true, where I just sat there, and I didn't want to hear any music. I didn't want to hear any sounds. I didn't want to think about anything except wallowing. Like, if you want to think about like nihilism, which I don't even necessarily believe in at all. Like, I don't think it exists. Or maybe it does for some people, but they're not here anymore. You know what I mean? The Nostalgia is the closest you're going to get to that in movie form. It's pretty hard to watch. And this is the one I'm also referencing when the guy is frequently walking back. I keep referencing this movie too because I love it. But this is the movie where he's holding the candle and he's trying to walk across the pool or whatever, trying to keep the candle alive and not really succeeding. And also the story with the garden that comes from this movie specifically. And yeah, here it is. Here it is. He's just trying to walk this candle back and forth. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. Okay, don't watch Nostalgia. Yeah. But yeah, Stalker for sure. Stalker's great. I love this guy. Is that candle scene in The Witness? I've never seen The Witness. What's The Witness? I don't know. I didn't get through The Witness. I played like the intro, and I was enjoying it. But it was on my friend's PlayStation when I was visiting, so I didn't really get, like, while he was showering. So I tried to do as much as I could in that amount of time, which was surprisingly a long amount of time. Yeah, but it's also hard, tricky. Like, if you can handle something like this, you know, he gets very, very into. They're almost like paintings. The framing. It's kind of remarkable. What's your least preferred movie by Ang Lee? Who's Ang Lee? Ang Lee, Taiwanese filmmaker. Life of Pi, Brokeback Mountain. Wait, what? I don't think I've actually even seen any of these. Ang Lee. Let's see here. Gemini Man. Is that... Oh my god. I remember the trailer for this movie and wanting to throw up. Life of Pi. That might be a bit harsh. What? The Hulk? Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Wait, the guy that did Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon did Brokeback Mountain and the Hulk? This guy might have the most fascinating career I've ever seen. What? That's pretty cool. Yeah, wait, that's kind of crazy. LMAO, what the fuck? Yeah, that seems pretty weird. You haven't seen movies by the great Ang Lee? I mean, I've seen the Hulk. I've seen Life of Pi. But I've also seen the Ice Storm. I've seen this movie. Yeah, we studied this in I had to study this movie in college actually. I forgot about this one. I wonder if I have it logged. Yeah. I think she goes to like a swingers party or something. 1970s, an outwardly wholesome family begins cracking at the seams over the coals of tumult. Yeah. The Ice Storm. Yes. Yep. They go to this party or something. Look at him. He looks so young. He looks so happy. Oh, whoops. Come on. What? Hey, hey, what? Oh. There we go. There you go. He looks so happy. Looking for meetings. Hopefully we'll be enjoy. I hope work is going well though. No, thank you for the lurk. Thank you for the. We'll just be bullshitting, I suppose. Hulk was so bad. Thank you. Why are you asking me about Ang Lee, Switterall? Why darn meetings? Why are you asking me about what do you like? What's your favorite movie by Ang Lee? Have you seen? Are you talking about this one, The Ice Storm? What are your favorite movies by Tom Lee? That is Tobey Maguire. Yeah. You asking me? Yeah. You asked. You haven't seen movies by the great Ang Lee? Yeah. What's your favorite movie by this guy? Let's see. Yeah, I love Tarkovsky. I could go on about him for a while. Like, if you want an interesting contrast to 2001: A Space Odyssey, Solaris is a great one. You know, if 2001: A Space Odyssey gets too unrelatable and too sci-fi and too inhuman, then Solaris is the complete opposite. It is extraordinarily human. Human alien sci-fi thing. I'm happy it's cool today. The fog is in. It was supposed to be really hot yesterday. I'm not really sure. There's birds. I don't know. There are birds though. There's a lot of birds. I like birds. Holy crap, getting off track. This movie is also I don't know if I should be like ranting here about any of this stuff. But every single one of these is worth checking out. Is remarkable in their own way. Like, this is an epic for epics. Like the journey that this one goes on, and the black and white is pretty extraordinary here too. Fantastic if you ever have time or interest. It's just in Russian is all. He wrote a lot of beautiful things. Like, his goal for making a movie was to make, or at least I think for Mir, how he contextualizes Mir or something like that, is that he was trying to make a movie and not something that you watch for plot or narrative or anything like that. But his goal was to make something that you watch in the same way that you watch the stars go by or the clouds go by or something like that, which is which is, I think, pretty accurate, but also is a bit hard to conceptualize. My partner turned 2001: A Space Odyssey off because he was too bored, so I've never seen the ending. Oh man. My dad also found 2001 boring, but I think it's pretty engaging. It's been a long time since I've seen it. Do you like Lawrence of... I've never seen it. Yeah, I've never seen Lawrence of Arabia. How far up are you from the street? I'm the bottom floor. I'm the bottom floor. Yeah, that's why people can hit my window. Rooftop? No, that's what people are hitting my window. I'm happy it's cold today. The fog is in. Ground level? Yeah, no, I'm pretty much... That's why people are hitting... Thank you for the tier sub, Sudral. Thank you for the gift sub. For Doomboggle. Thank you. That's very, very, very kind. Thank you. Just watch Planet of the Apes. Oh, yeah. Thank you though. Lawrence of Arabia, I've never seen. I've never seen Lawrence of Arabia. Thank you for the gift sub. Yes, thank you. Let's see here. I've always wanted to. I just think it's abnormally long. You know what I mean? Yeah. Lawrence of Arabia for me is like watching paint dry. That's because you have it. I mean, I love that description, but it's acclaimed. I would probably like it, to be honest. there's a pretty good chance. When I think of paint drying, I think of a movie like this, pomegranate. Oh God, yeah, The Color of Pomegranates. When I think of paint drying, I think of a movie like this. This one's also experimental and is pretty much just a series of cinematic paintings. You're basically moving through these. This one's also kind of acclaimed, but again, this one's more like when I think of paint drying, I think of this movie. This is just straight up no plot, completely just delving into symbolism and imagery and not really doing anything else. And I think it's kind of gatekept by whoever can understand the imagery. So not me. Lots of Hinduism in Wukong as anticipated. Not surprising, I suppose. I guess I really don't know too much. Yeah, this one's pretty crazy. I think this one's also Soviet Armenian art film. This one, this is why that, like, I've seen stuff like when people call something like I don't know, I feel like there have been the context for things I think are very different sometimes, for what some people call art films and then what something like this is. The soundtrack to Wukong should be Stabbing Westward. Is it? Oh my God, how is the soundtrack and everything like that? How is that? We're already 40 minutes in. Jesus Christ. The music here was great, though. Can you even hear that? The music is great. Not greater than Army of Darkness, though. I feel bad for that. I feel bad for Army of Darkness. I feel like I didn't give that one as much attention as I could. Sometimes I'm more tired than other days in the morning, and that was a day I was very, 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 very tired. Yeah, I kind of want to give that one another chance. I enjoyed it, but it might click more with me on a second watch or something like that. What else was there? Oh yeah, so yeah, this is crazy. I really wonder how much this actually affects them, but I don't think those numbers will ever be. There'll always be qualifiers to whatever they say here. And then this, Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul. Teaser Netflix reveals, I love Wallace and Gromit. I love Wallace and Gromit so much. Sometimes I don't understand a movie, but it still makes me emotional, and it makes me feel like I'm a little infant. I don't know why I'm crying, but I'm gonna. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so, like, generally, I prefer not thinking about what's going on in a movie. My first watch, I just try to enjoy it and get into the mood. Circumstances are a little bit different right now, but okay. Wow, cool music. What a switch up. Yeah, the music for this was fantastic. I wouldn't say that, I think that there are aspects to your name where Cariosa, this statement could qualify, but in a lot of ways, you'll also probably pretty clearly understand why you're so sad. This is a movie about finding, your other half, your partner, essentially. Netflix unveiled a first look at a new addition to. Is there any specific examples that you have though of this? Are there any movies where this statement comes to mind? Makes me emotional, but I don't know why. Are there any movies that you guys can think of that make you feel that way? Have you heard of Physical Prowess? Reminds me of this soon. A little. No, what is this? Stupid Up? Up's pretty clear. Makes me emotional, and I don't understand a movie, but it makes me feel like I don't know why I'm crying, but I'm gonna cry. Cause she dies. Cause they're getting older. Let's see here. That's a pretty. I can't believe you got. Oh my God. We are boo freaking who. God damn it. Wallace and Gromit universe today. Norbert the Smart Gnome. What the fuck? Voiced by Reese Shearsmith, Norbert joins as Wallace's latest invention in the newest installment of the series, Wallace and Gromit: Vengeance Most Foul. We are delighted to introduce Norbert, a nifty, odd-jobbing robot gnome designed to help Gromit with his gardening chores. I don't think one movie has made me cry. I'm very susceptible. I'm very, very, very susceptible. Yeah. Yeah, I'm extremely susceptible to the illusion and the magic of movies. I get into it, and anything that kind of breaks that illusion is usually what I talk about if I ever have any criticisms. I can't even think of a single movie when put on name one that made you cry. Your Name. Your Name. Yeah, no, Your Name got me. Your Name got me. Kaguya, maybe not as much, but it still got me. Not like weeping, but it definitely made me tear up, right? These were pretty great movies. Very, very emotional, very, very relatable. Like these are Your Name and Kaguya are two movies that are directly applicable to like literally everybody's lives. Almost. Obviously not everybody, but these are two movies that are directly relatable to like almost every single person. Worst for me was outright bawling, sobbing, welling to in second theater viewing of Lilo and Stitch. God damn it. It was a very loud sob. Ohana means family. Family means no one gets left behind. Yeah, I mean, I get it. They're coming out with a live action Lilo and Stitch too. Thank God, right? Thank God they're coming out with a live act. Did you guys see this? Oh God, we're not going into this. But oh, if you want, no, we're not doing it. I mean, Stitch says some interesting words. I hope Stitch looks like original Sonic model. No, he looked pretty good. He looked fine. Yeah, he looked okay. I thought. I thought that he did okay. They did okay. This was it. He like pops out and then says a couple of things. So I guess it does affect me. Evangelion made me feel empty, not sad. That's a great. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what the movie was trying to do. Tries to strip away. Or I guess he was always kind of nothing, right? And that was what the problem was for him. He was constantly like feeling empty and like he didn't have any agency until literally the very, 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 very last scene of that movie, if I'm remembering correctly. He looks fuzzy, but not very soft. He looks, yeah, look at his chest. Yeah, I take back what I said about the nudity. It's a very tricky topic. Like, I still think that there's an argument on your side for that. But it is, but like, yeah, a lot of a context isn't always a justification, I suppose. I'm a contrarian. Oh, okay, but yeah, look at his chest. Look at his chest. Look at it. It's pretty fuzzy. I would pet him. I would rather have him, but still, absolutely. He looks so like I would rather have him than one of these ugly cats. we gotta focus. We gotta focus here. He looks scruffy. He's cute. He looks fuzzy, but not very soft. I would hug this thing, and probably lose an ear. Like this is worse. That's a lot worse. This is also pretty not good. Yeah, also pretty not good. But yeah, I love Wallace and Gromit. I love Wallace and Gromit. In the next epic, I reference anytime anybody says cheese. More cheese, Gromit. He looks scruffy. No cats are ugly. There are so many ugly. Cariosa. There are so many cats. There are so many cats that are ugly. We can just look up ugly cats. There's a never-ending list of ugly looking cats. Like, oh God, have you seen? No, I haven't. Cat movie. Did they not get a native Hawaiian to play Lilo? I don't know. I would think that they would. Yeah, I would think that they would. Knowing Disney, what? Oh, Jujutsu Kaisen. Okay, all cute. There's no way. There's no way. This isn't worth it. This isn't worth it. All right, well that's done. Oh, I didn't know it was from Jujutsu Kaisen. Interesting. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just coincidence. Would smooch every one of them. I wouldn't get 10 feet near them. I would not. I would not want to be in the same house as them. Maybe this one. This poor guy. No, yeah, that just makes me feel a little ill there. Yeah, Wallace and Gromit, though. In the epic new adventure, Gromit becomes concerned that Wallace is becoming too dependent on his innovations, and his fears are proven right when Wallace's new smart gnome, Norbert, seems to develop a mind of its own. When a vengeful figure from their past is revealed as their mastermind, Gromit must battle sinister forces to save Wallace. Well, it sounds like a great time. It said Jujutsu Kaisen OST, so I'm guessing it's part of the soundtrack. Let's see. Does it sound familiar? Kind of like this. Is this right? It's probably very loud. Is that the right one? Well, no, we'll leave this up actually. Where'd it go? Vengeance Most Foul marks Aardman Animation's first return to Wallace and Gromit since the 2008 short A Matter of Loaf and Death. Also pretty good. And is the second feature-length film in the series. I own this movie. I have this. I've seen it many times. Wallace and Gromit Vengeance Most Foul premieres on Netflix in winter 2024. God damn it. The film is directed by Nick Park. Really? I mean, yeah, that's the same guy. With the story by Park and Mark Burton, Ben Whitehead stars as the voice of Wallace and is accompanied by the voice talents of Peter Kay, Lauren Patel. We don't need to see that. Is there a trailer? Ooh. 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 We have a trailer? Just gonna make everybody watch the Wallace and Gromit trailer.
I'm your nifty odd-jobbing robot. Call me Norbot.
This is my latest invention.
Pleased to meet you, Master Gromit.
A smart gnome. Well, go on, Chuck. Put him through his little paces. He's voice activated.
Oh, please no. Well, that was a waste of time. That was a waste of time. Well, alrighty. That wasn't worth it. God damn. I hope I forgot that I was supposed to check and see if, well, actually we can't. I was going to say, I meant to check to see if I have episode 4 downloaded. We're still on episode 3 and I can't exit, or we have to restart the whole chapter. So I guess we'll find out. Oh yeah, it is that one. Cool. Have you been watching Jujutsu Kaisen? I love this show. I haven't been keeping up with the show, but I pretty much finished most of the manga. I don't know how far they got. 9 seconds is when you hear it. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Oh yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, that sounds cool. I love that show. I think it's kind of everything though. It's okay. We can spend 4 download time reading the news. We spend episode 4 download time reading and talking about movies. Yeah, right. Whoops. Maybe if we have to download it, I can actually try talking about Kaguya, which I really loved. Yeah, I guess to like briefly summarize your name, or do we just want to like kind of get in here? But Kaguya, if Kaguya is a movie about your life being taken over by what you should be doing and doing everything that other people want for you until it's too late and there's no way to fix it, it's over, you wasted your time. Super happy. Your Name is kind of the opposite about that, where it's dealing with 2 characters who are kind of in predicaments that they're not entirely happy with, are constantly dreaming or searching for something else, and they look for it. I guess the opposite side of that is that they actually take more action here, and to a certain extent, they're kind of late and they're able to fix it through like all kinds of shit. Just had to remind you, word. I haven't forgotten. Oh my god. Yeah, I haven't forgotten. I haven't forgotten. No, I'm kidding. I do need to plan out those costumes though. Like I have to. I have to do that. It might be even the week that I come back, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, Batman. Are we ready? Do we need to recap Batman? Do you know how to sew? No. No.